Alright, ladies and gents. Apologies. Mic issues have been solved. Man, that was really silly. Like, he could have gone straight into Ultras, as far as I'm aware, right? Could have confirmed straight into Ultra, but he decided to go for a counter breaker. Not quite sure why. I was in danger. Very, kind of like crazy situation. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Quick phone call. What's up? What's up, Rick? Jay? It's been a while, guys. Hope you guys are doing okay. How the hell have you fellas been? It has, in fact, been a long time. I know. I haven't been around too much, here and there, but life stuff, you know. Gotta get both of my Xbox fixed. I want to play so bad. Yeah, truthfully speaking, I technically don't even have an Xbox anymore. I do, but it's in storage. It's been in storage for like quite a long time. I stopped paying for Xbox Live and all that stuff. It's been a while. Except mine still worked. But yeah. I don't know where the hell this thing keeps going on and off. My mic is like doing like some weird thing like where the audio cuts out like intermittently. And it's like it's in the middle of like anything that I'm doing. It's not just with KI. For me, I lost because playing Silk Song, speedrunning practice, and Metroid 4 casual, I don't think like so much. I need the serious HDMI port, and my launch date OG blink twice, it turns off. I see. Mm. So it blinks twice. Sometimes the launch state OG will work, but I have to unplug it for about 1 day, then I get around 4 hours. That sounds like it might be like maybe like either overheating or like a power issue, like a power supply. It's the one that has the well, I think both of those Xboxes have the internal power supply. Right? Yeah, the power brick or the fan sometimes like I would assume that that's one of those things that's probably like busted at this point. Dog fur and power supply. Yeah, I could see that. Or like in the, like in a smoker's home too. Bad time to build a PC, dude. I mean, it's been a bad time to build a PC or buy a PC probably within like the last like 5 years. Because even I felt like when I got my PC like a year and a half ago or a little bit more now, legit, like it felt like I did pay a premium just for the PC. But with all the crap that's going on recently, it feels like it effectively got way worse. Like way worse recently. It's gonna be some competition at KI tonight. Yeah, the prices on it, on stuff like that, are gonna be pretty tough. What a jump. Um, yeah, like RAM alone, what is it? It's mostly the DDR5. Like $1,000 for like 64 gigs. That sucks. Yeah. I don't think, like, and to be honest with you, like, who knows how long that's gonna be going on for? I think it could, like, probably bleed into, like, DDR6. Oh. Nice. I tried to grab him. I thought he was gonna go for grab. Yeah, like, dude, $1,000 for just RAM? Like, and it's crazy because, like, I think my RAM, when I bought it for my PC, I got 32 gigs, and it was under, I'm pretty sure it was under $100. It was like, after tax, maybe like 100 and something, but like, it was nothing too ridiculous. It was, you know, one of the cheaper pieces that you buy for your PC. Usually the most that you spend on is going to be obviously the GPU, which, you know, even so, when I got mine, you know, over $1,000 for any GPUs, you know, unreasonable, but we still buy them. SSDs, NVMe's and stuff like that, or your motherboard, right? Because your motherboard could be, you know, 200, 250 bucks. It can definitely be like, bro, it feels like we're like in a time where like the technology is like is so advanced to where like, I don't know if you guys remember in the 80s like seeing like or videos from the 80s like where laptops were like $50,000 or something stupid like that. That's expensive, but is it worth it? I mean, it's worth it I guess if you're gonna use it. Where I live, I used to sell inexpensive mid-range PCs for around $800. No, I can't do that. Yeah, dude, there's no way. $800 PCs? Those laptops from the 80s were military grade. I mean, yeah. They cost $80 2 months ago. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's a funny part. Always backing up. What a pro player. Because of JJ. Oh, yep. Yeah, dude. Dude, like a mid-range PC with like that kind of RAM nowadays. Like, to be honest with you, it's kind of weird because like you said $800, dude. Now you're looking at an $1,800 PC, mid-range PC, for like what? Maybe like a 3060 GPU, and maybe like a I don't know. I don't even know what processor, but like, that's crazy, bro. Like, you have to tell your customer flat out, hey, the RAM is stupid expensive right now, and I can't do anything about that. Oh yeah, I'm kind of just happy. Like, to be honest with you, like when I got this PC, like I told myself this is the PC that I'm gonna use for the next 10 years. You know, which is why I kind of like splurged on it when I did. But in hindsight, it was it's crazy, bro. I was investing into my 401k for some reason when I bought my PC with that RAM. Well, yeah, there's still AMD and Ryzen stuff, but the thing is, like, the main like problem right now is the RAM. Everything's gonna go up in like tenfold like RAM, I would say, but the RAM is crucial, right, to these things. I'm still winning. It's okay. Come on over, baby. Is it okay to buy aftermarket components or build with everything brand new? You can definitely buy used if you're trying to save a couple of bucks. There's nothing like having something brand new for yourself. There is hardware degradation that happens, but honestly, if you want something that's decent and something that's like going to work, there's no reason that you can't go like, you know, used. Yeah. Prices are terrible for everything right now, Rick. I don't recommend this. I mean, I like new as much as the next person does. 2 hits? How much is that? 4%? I'll take that. That's fine. Everybody wants to play boring tonight, it looks like. How much enough for a Series X? Oh my god. By 20 cents, everything will be overpriced, yeah. Dude, at least here for my tax, somebody that I know just bought it as a gift for somebody. I think they paid like, it was like almost $900 for a Series X. And I don't even, they said $900. I'm not too privy on the prices. Like, I think there's different like SKUs for it, like a 2 terabit or something like that. I don't know the price of that, but they said 900 something. And that was no games. That was just like the console. It's definitely not worth getting a Xbox. I think that there was a point in time just 2 months back where the smart thing to do, where if you want something to play most games outside of like the exclusives of like Nintendo and potentially maybe some Sony, but even Sony's coming around, like there was a very good argument for somebody to tell you, hey, you know what, save a little bit more money, get yourself a PC, don't even bother with a console. It's just not, it's not worth it. Unless you plan on traveling with the thing for whatever reason. I mean, a Series S would run this specifically if you're trying to play like this. I mean, yeah, Series S, but like even that thing is becoming a little, how shall we say, outdated. But if you just wanted to play this, I mean, that's the way to go. Oh god. Foreign lag. That's what pro players do, guys. This person just officially turned into Shaolin. see. For the PC, but okay. The other more expensive, but it's more worth it. Yeah, PC. Console exclusives. SF6. I mean, you can play SF6 on Xbox or PC. Only get a console if you want to play GT6. Yeah. If it even comes out, yeah, right. All right. Man, this person really feels like they have something to prove to me, huh? It's funny. They must have felt really disrespected by me. I've been waiting on GTA 6 and Vice City. Oh my god. Vice City. Great game. Dude, like, I know where you're saying that, isn't it? This new one, it's supposed to be, what is it, Vice City, if I'm not wrong, right? It is modern day Vice City. The crazy thing about that is it like, people are gonna look back at that game, dude, remember that game from like, you know, the early 2020s, and they're gonna go back to it like it's friggin' 80s Vice City and be like, oh my god, Vice City sucks, dude, look at these graphics. I haven't been really stoked for a GTA since Vice City. I got to play San Andreas, but I never got to play through the whole thing. I know some of the memes and stuff, more from memes and stuff like that, but I never played through San Andreas. I only played through 3 and Vice City, but excellent games. Very excellent games. Yeah. Sorry, dude, I read Florida and I almost said California. Florida's a wild place. I've only been to a couple of times, and it was a sweaty, hot mess. During, like, I guess, like, the very, like, hot months. Kuzin says, you should try GTA 5. I did try GTA 5. In fact, I almost beat it. And then I just watched the rest of it. I think I was like, maybe like 6 or 7 missions away from like the, you know, the climax of that game. And 4, I played 4 a little bit at a friend's house, and I wasn't very interested. I didn't like Nico Bellic. I didn't care for the graphics. I didn't like any of that stuff. That was supposed to be a DP. I went to Disney World and saw Mickey Mouse smoking a cigarette. Yeah, that was pretty sick. We better not be able to complain about graphics. I think people will be able to find anything to complain about Curzon. This is a crazy tactic. Fourth, what I didn't like was the driving. Yeah, and that was from what I read, that was actually on purpose, the bad driving. Yeah. Oh, he didn't want that. Oh, I thought I had instinct. Twitter exists, you're right. Exactly. That's the funny part about that. But you know what? At the end of the day, if you enjoy a game and you enjoy playing it, and you truly do believe, hey, this is one of the best games that ever has existed, you're completely, totally okay with being able to have that opinion. Oh, wow, I tried to dash forward. Wow, no dash. That's how we're gonna play this? And the jumping was real. But yeah, no, to be honest with you guys, like, outside of, like, I do have some curiosity about the new GTA. I'm not... You know what the funny thing is that like I remember there was a point in time where I enjoyed playing MMOs and like the social aspect of it, and being able to cultivate like a relationship with somebody over the internet was a very novel and still very novel and like amazing thing, right? You can share stories and so many things with somebody over the internet that you don't get to normally do. But it came down to that plus the game, and through the game being great and having that shared passion alongside those conversations, it was never about the destination, it was always about the journey. And you didn't realize that at the time. Um, but much like those games that I've played in the past, uh, I find myself having less desire to have similar experiences of that caliber, or not necessarily of that caliber, but like similar experiences like that, to where like even like an MMO, as cool as it may look, as amazing as the graphics may be, um, I have to say that I find myself less and less interested in playing that kind of game, and GTA kind of falls under one of those categories where like when you go back to those games and you look at the maps and you look at the number of activities, those things felt like they took forever to beat and to maybe even 100%, like maybe even 100%. And for the time, yeah, very amazing. The illusion was great. But I don't think I have the drive to finish something like that, much less 100% it. It's been such a long time. I can't finish most games nowadays because either time or I don't have the drive to or stuff like that. But there is a part of me that's curious about seeing a modern day Vice City, for sure. There's no doubt that in one way or another it's going to change the industry for better and for worse. Um, but I can wholeheartedly say that it is exciting to see sort of what a GTA looks like, you know, what a new GTA looks like 2 generations after. You know? We're gonna do this dance again? Brian, Tizzy, Tizzy, Taz. Let's see how long this goes on for. Wow, I don't know why I couldn't get my dash. It does feel a little bit laggy, but I've been playing NES since I was a kid. I've been seeing all these generations. The one I liked the most was a 360. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, like, Jay, I have to be honest with you, that I played those other consoles that you're mentioning too, the NES and all of that stuff. I didn't have to grow up playing, like, all of those, but I did. And, I think the most memorable ones that I have, not necessarily the favorite, but I do remember the Super NES and the PS1 and PS2 days. But arguably, I think the most memorable ones and the one that I enjoyed the most was in fact the 360 PS3 era, for sure. I have kind of the same sentiment. It was like that, what it feels like the golden era, right? So, I agree with you. Um, I didn't care too much for like 2D like games like that much, although I had a GBA. And the GBA was amazing. I had a Game Boy Color, and that was an amazing experience, especially for its time. Dude, running on AA batteries, I felt like AA batteries were actually very expensive back then. Very simple game here. Damn, that's still combo. I've been doing that recently. I don't even know how. That's when I felt the change. What's up, Lavender? 3D era. Indeed. Yeah, like the... well, to be honest with you, like, I saw the change. I think most people will say where... well, you know what? I'm not going to say for... I'm going to speak for myself. Where I saw the biggest change was definitely from, like, you know, the NES era up in, you know, from the NES to the PS1 and to the N64. And then those were like the two biggest leaps that you saw. NES, Sega, N64, PS1. N64, PS1, Dreamcast, PS2, and what was it, GameCube? Yeah, GameCube, and then Xbox. Like the PS2 came out, and this is the thing that like PS2 games excelled, I think, for a number of reasons. For one, like the exclusives that they had at the time, because they were the biggest selling console. Nintendo had as most of the time has had great first party games. Um, but I think PS2, even though that the Xbox was technically more advanced and more powerful than the PlayStation 2, the PS2 like library that was exclusive to it had a that sort of like uh, Y2K style, that like very futuristic, forward-looking games where like the art style, and this is something that there's no argument. Art takes games very far. Art in gameplay, the art style, menus, and the art style will carry even the ugliest of polygons. And we saw that even towards the tail end of like PS1 games, but on PS2, mwah, chef's motherfucking kiss. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, whether it was Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, Zone of the Enders, the Kingdom Hearts games, the Gran Turismos, even the FIFA games. FIFA games on that console were impressive. And then Xbox got kind of like, you know, it was ahead of its time. And that sort of makes it difficult to, in one way or another, to sort of come to grips with like, well, this is newer technology. And also being able to get like Japanese devs, which at the time were very big, where they said, well, we don't need to make games for that console because we have a large install base on PlayStation with our games. And they themselves saw, well, we don't need that kind of capability, potentially. All we need is to make these games look amazing because of art. And that's when anime and stuff like that was exploding, right? You had very beautiful looking games with, like, that just didn't need super high-tech shit. Fuck. He grabbed me out of my... The BSA had more games than everyone else. Yeah, exactly. And the DVD player. The DVD player, well, the Xbox had it too, but you needed to buy that stupid dongle to use it, which was hella dumb, and I think kind of killed their momentum in that sense. I can't believe this dude is just going for grabs like that. What are we jumping for? What the hell were we jumping for? PlayStation and a DVD. Dude, DVD players, I remember seeing them for $1,000. No lie. The Sony ones were like $1,200, $1,300, maybe even $1,500. Fuck it, I have instinct yet. Nice. What's up, Ninja? People are still playing this. This game really needs a sequel already. It's been forever. I mean, whatever the case may be, I think I'm interested in seeing a newer version of this. But I gotta be honest with you, Ninja. The game I love already exists. The benefit of the doubt is definitely there, where I think most of the community would love to see a new game, and I think the community this particular community is starved for attention. That's not a pun on like certain people within the community, but just in general, I think the people that enjoy this game and that enjoy watching it, because maybe they're not capable enough to play, For one reason or another, they just want to see more Killer Instinct. Um, I personally know of two people that can't play the game for crap, as they put it. They enjoy mashing buttons. They enjoy the systems of the game. And they just have fun. And they say, I love watching this game more than I like playing it. And I'm like, you know what? That's pretty interesting. But yeah, I think that I like this game a lot. Do I want another one? There's some curiosity there. But like I said, the game that I love is already here. And it still plays great. Yeah, there's games that play better or potentially online netcode connectivity wise, but this game was a pioneer in its own right, and it's still a very fun and functional game. It's a classic at this point, for sure, without a doubt. Yeah, this game is amazing. This game is fucking sick. It's so chill too, like when you're just like I don't take this game like for competitive aspects. But it's just a fun game to play. Oh, that was a fucking mistake. The jumping, bro. The incessant jumping. Jump, jump, jump. Nice. I'm dead. It's funny how the last tournaments where the guys from the community played were more fun to watch than ever. Yeah. I mean, that goes without saying, right? But, Jay, that comes with a lot of caveats because this game is amazing to you. And it is. Man, I heard the hit. That's so bullshit. The fucking rocks. Oh, it looked like a heavy. Nice. This sucks. I have no meter. But yeah, without a doubt, like, see, I have fun watching Street Fighter 6, and there's no denying that Street Fighter 6 in its own right, that's a fantastic game for that crowd. There's gonna be some form of bias because this is the game that we all kind of convene in one way or another, especially like even somebody like me, Hologram, or you know, some of the people that play this game, Double, even Rico sometimes, Base might check in on sort of the community here and there, Night Slash, what was the other, Water Horses, they still come in and check in the game, because even though that they're playing those other games, there's something very nostalgic about this game, and this is the fact of the matter that this game came out at a particular time where most of the community was not even in their 30s yet, right? They were probably either in their late teens, very late teens. For some people, they were maybe in their mid-20s, you know, maybe late 20s. But there's something about this game that's just that goddamn amazing. When Zombie won and when Roman won, those were incredible tournaments, and that's even though not everyone was there. Those were incredible tournaments. You cannot take anything away from those guys because they sweat their asses off, giving themselves gray hairs on purpose, right? But character bias aside, like even the fact that there was just like fatigue around characters, like the strongest characters in the game, it goes without saying that seeing these people play with their preferred character of choice is amazing, because within those tournaments, Very unexpected things happened as a result of like the caliber of player that we're playing against each other, alongside some newer faces that brought some hype to the table. Truthfully speaking, there's fatigue around some characters on this roster for sure, and we all know the main offending characters. It goes without saying, but within the context of just hype and like the tourney scene for the game, yeah. I still, however, miss the days when Base was in bracket and he was at his sweatiest. Rico, Gutter, um, LCD. Who else? What was the name of the other Zenkai? The other Sadira player. Whoa, that is some lag. Shaolin? Oh yeah, it is. I never look into names, to be honest with you. Now I know. Shaolin. But yeah, I really wish that we could get back to like those, like, I want like a OG tournament of like the OG players. That was late. I don't believe it. Are the OG players even around anymore? I used to be an OG player until I was permabanned from the forums. Are any of those guys even? You know what? To be honest with you, I haven't kept up with like the community like that. But I know some people still play behind the scenes. Like people that say that they don't like touch the game. But like Base or somebody like that. Oh, that's terrible. I know there was a few people that kind of like had a salty taste in their mouth because like the game wasn't balanced the way that they wanted it to. And the thing is that like so I think that the people from like Double Helix up until and even during the era where like Iron Galaxy took over, like there was a point in time where like I think they listened to certain feedback from the more vocal minority, and it would have taken this game in a much different like direction. And thankfully, the developers were able to see through some of that stuff and make decisions accordingly. I don't agree with everything that they did. Outside of bias, I don't agree with everything, but for what it's worth, I think the game ended up in a very decent place. It's a shame that they took into account what other people thought was necessary from the community for the last patch. I think that a lot of people, they heard a lot of like enough loud people, not a minority this time around, of like Rash and like even Arya stuff, but some of those characters like Arya, like they still like have like super strong shit. Or I needed more love, they called her. Bossa Game was never treated as a boss character. She was just treated. I mean, I think moveset wise and kind of how strong she is, I think she is still in the boss category of characters, and it shows. Oh, that's right. I can't use my low buttons because this guy's always using the special move. Hitting buttons. He never saw the command grab coming. He did not want to jump that time. Hitting buttons. Yeah, I don't think like I said, like personal bias aside, um, the balance of the game it's changed. The meta especially has changed over time slightly. I think where Nikki was kind of like telling everybody about like short combos and stuff like that, kind of like poisoned the well a little bit because like people like there's people that literally play the game just around short combos and that's all they do. And yes, it's effective. Um, sort of the shortcomings of the way that the combo system, or sorry, the mechanics are balanced against each other, and the end result of kind of what you get, the reward for certain things. And then you have certain offending characters that do a lot. Can lock you down, can make you feel like there's no hope. You want to respond to things, you can't because they're safe. They create safe situations, and you have to play almost damn near perfect in certain matchups. And then you got people with a chip on their shoulders, right? That like, use these characters, and people feel like the people that take it personally. The fact that these people like also feel that they have something to prove to the world by like doing these sorts of things with these characters, it's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, that's a children's game that you're playing. If you're playing along to that and you're playing into it, that's your fault. But that's just me. That aside, like the balance, I think at the end of the day for the game is probably as good as it's gonna get because you have to remember that the reason this game is so goddamn fun is because it's so crazy because of the stuff that the game allows you to do. Seemingly broken at times, shall we say. But like I said, that's why we all keep coming back. That's why you find yourself over here, Ninja. You miss this game. We all do. I miss it when I don't have time to like play it and stuff like that, but yeah. It's still a great game to come back to. Getting a little chunky. I still think that she should have been put at the end of an arcade mode, or she is. Fulgore feels more like a boss than she does. Well, that's because Fulgore's a sick ass fucking character. If it was up to me, I would have an arcade mode that includes characters from every season in it, where Ari is a battle character to fight, and Shago, Gargles, and Idol are all secret bosses that show up depending on as you do the arcade. I mean, I think that I think your head is in the right place. Probably in the late 90s. With regards to those certain things of like requirements and like arcade mode. Having characters locked behind a full cast bracket of characters to go through would be daunting. Nobody would want to play through 30 characters. I mean, maybe you might have some, but that's entirely way too long. I don't even think Street Fighter has something like that. That's also not a novel idea. But I get it. I feel it. It's something nostalgic. I think that you have good intentions with that sort of thought process, and I fully understand where you're coming from, but that's not what today is, unfortunately, in the landscape of fighting games. And truth be told, like, I don't necessarily enjoy the single-player content that this game has to offer, not because it's not good, and in fact, it's more than they needed to do for a game like this. But I'm glad that those things exist. Why? Because I can appreciate the things that do exist. I would say that I don't even have interest in playing something like a Mortal Kombat story thing. I feel like I get relatively bored within like the first few hours. Like, I don't want big, massive cutscenes like that. I want short, sweet, interactions, and then let's get to the meat and potatoes of the experience. The fighting. Oh, okay. I'm not dead, I don't think, but I don't even have instinct. He's not dead, I don't think. Oh no, he's dead. Nice. Yeah, it would need to be randomized. The whole, like, pack of characters would be insane. This is a person that likes to continue to hit buttons. Kind of like how Season 1's arcade mode is, but you know it includes everyone. Yeah, exactly. I think that would be cool. And I'm pretty sure that it exists, to be honest with you. I haven't played the arcade mode in such a long time, but I want to say that that does exist. Correct me if I'm wrong. Unless it just includes like Season 1 and Season 2 characters. Like maybe you're talking like a story mode maybe? Some cutscenes instead of just like narrator, still recycled cutscenes from like recycled animatics from like the game. There's definitely some unique things to like, you know, the game in terms of like poses and stuff. Like for example, well, you see how Thunder stands in like the character select screen, right? Um, and also like there's unique poses within the story mode and stuff like that. But like most of the animations are like from like mini cutscenes or like stuff like that. But like this is something that a lot of people don't notice. I'm not sure about if it's just this guy, but like, so Jago, I believe this is Jago's like, I don't even know, no, that's not even his stance in the game. It's different here too for him. This is definitely Saberwolf's stance while you're in the game. Oh no, is it? It looks very similar. Maybe it isn't. This is, I'm pretty sure this is Glace's, maybe? So like there's unique, like Thunder doesn't stand like this in the game. This is not how Thunder stands with his legs like bent like this. Thunder stands up straight. His legs are not bent like that. Only slightly. But this is like overly exaggerated, almost like he's about to crouch. Right? As far as I'm aware, this chick does stand like this. I guess I would have to see. Who's very recognizable? I mean, yeah, that's TJ's stance while he's fighting. Yeah, that's her stance while she's fighting. Fulgor does not... Does he stand like this in the game? No, he's more turned a little bit. Spinal does stand like that in the game. Orchid does as well. Khan does as well. Yes. He doesn't stand like this in the while you're playing. Yeah, it's sort of a weird pose. It almost looked like how jacked up Alex looked in Street Fighter 3 and in 5. Arcade mode for Season 1 only includes Season 1 characters. Last I checked, Season 2 was character-specific routes, and Season 3 is Shadow Lords. Yeah, and Shadow Lords, I'm pretty sure they include everybody. So yeah, so there was like different like animation poses. Like she stands like that in the game. He does too. She does. This is unique to this because I don't think he stands like that in the game. No, definitely not. He definitely doesn't stand like that in the game. He does. I think she does as well. He definitely does not stand like that. Yep. Nope. Close but no dice. Definitely not. Yep. Nope. Yep. So like there's unique stuff within the animatics or like the cutscenes, like there's like unique things like that where you never see these characters in particular poses. So yeah, it was unfortunate that it didn't get a like a full blown like arcade mode ladder or, but then again the lines have been blurred for like a sort of like cinematic, you know, or like goofy like sort of thing where like you have excuse me, where you have like some animated cutscenes to some degree. I think for the most part this game had like stills. Um but yeah, it'd be sick for sure, without a doubt. I don't necessarily care for it like that much, but then again, I wouldn't be the target audience when it comes to something like that. As cool as it may be, I may admire it from afar, but um, I think there was a point in time where I desired that from this game. Um, between season 1 and season 2, especially when we heard that there would be like a story mode introduced and stuff like that, and then even Shadow Lords mode. And then I think that respectfully speaking, they spent the money where it mattered the most, and that was in the things that like the season 2 story mode introduced and making the gameplay and making those characters what they were to have a baseline for like future updates, because clearly there was some busted stuff. And then in season 3, I mean, they probably had leftover money and they said, well, we're going to allocate this much to animating. I mean, they got somebody outside the studio, which is Maximilian, to work on those animations to make stuff look quote unquote cool. Um, you know, that's no shade on him. Um, so they got the game was definitely uh, under budgeted, but they made the best with the money that they had, plain and simple. And I'm happy for that. There's a lot of characters in this game that are actually pretty cool, but like not necessarily for me in terms of like playstyle. Um, but I would definitely love to see more these characters interacting more. damn, he just couldn't help himself. I normally play a lot of the single player stuff because Australian internet won't connect to online then often, especially with fighting games, so I lock heavily into all the offline modes, and that's when you can start to tell what's missing and what they should have included. I can agree, that's a very particular situation. Without a doubt. It's not... well, the thing is, Ninja, that, like, to be completely honest with you, I don't think it was more of... I don't think it was... sorry, I think it was less of... we don't want to do this versus we don't have enough money to do this. Because at the end of the day, money talks and bullshit walks. And when you have a company that doesn't believe in a game that might be... that's really in a niche category or genre of games. Still at the time, I think they saw Street Fighter and they did see good numbers for this, truthfully speaking. But they didn't believe. This isn't Halo, this isn't Call of Duty, and this game came out when Call of Duty was still sort of at a kind of a peak, kind of the downfall. It was the beginning of the downfall for Call of Duty in many ways. But now we've seen how explosive fighting games can be. That do sort of influence not only other games within the genre, but even that extends to other genres of video games. You know? Well, it's quite the decision. This person plays in a very, like, deliberate way. A lot of mediums and some heavies. Yeah, a lot of mediums and heavies for sure. Nice. I think this game did deserve a lot more love too. I want to be very clear about that. I think it did. Nice. mediums like crazy. I'm starting to recognize this playstyle. I'm starting to recognize the questionable decisions. Yeah, DPs like that. I'm starting to recognize the questionable decision making. Yeah, that was some questionable decision. And then they started like pepping up, throwing those medium buttons. Yeah, that playstyle definitely became very apparent toward the end. Afraid to throw DPs at certain times. Unsure, actually. Unsure because they're good at DPing. They're just unsure of it. Ninja, thanks for coming by, man. Hope you enjoyed your stay. And have a good rest of your day, man. Take it easy. They're either very inspired and not committed to staying very much at a certain boundary. I have no idea what the hell 6-7 means. No idea. They know to block that. Manual heavies, yep. Yep. I had to Google it up too when it first came up. What the hell is it? Yep. Look what happens. Now the lights are coming out. Maybe I'll try later. I don't know what the hell that means. 67. 6-7. I heard of it, but... I wanted command grab and I got regular grab. Yo, stream laggy as hell. I think that might be you. Sliding it up. I'm not seeing any issues on my end. Looks fine to me. Try refreshing, I guess. Jesus, I need some water. Be right back, chat. I gotta grab a new bottle of water. All right. You did? Well, I mean, I'm looking at my stream on 2 different devices, and I just checked my streaming software, and it seems to be fine. I'm not quite certain why that's happening. No, I didn't Google it. Not yet. Alright, let's see. Likes dashing through. Likes heavies and lights. Introducing those. I can sit here all day. This looks very basic. Yeah, it seems very basic offense. Yep, Thunder doesn't give a shit about that. If you're hitting something and you're trying to go through that, you're gonna get hit. Armor, baby. Ladies and gents, it's come to my attention that we are close enough to 2 hours and 30 minutes of me streaming. I'm feeling a little bit hungry and a little tired. So with that being said, I'm gonna head up on out of here and relax, get some food, and enjoy the rest of my day, Sunday morning. And I hope you can do the same. So yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Appreciate you coming by. Peace.